All right, welcome everybody. My name is Brett Hoffstadt, but with me today is Jeff Weber, owner of JJJ Investing Services, and we're here to tell you about Jeff's newest book about investing, which is his third book on the topic. And Jeff, please introduce yourself and tell us where you are and your company and what we'll talk about today.
Hi, I'm Jeff Weber. I am in San Antonio, Texas, and we're going to talk about my third book in the trilogy of AIM called AIM for Millions with stock options.
Great. And so let's cover some basic information for people that might be new to you and to this investing method. So tell us, what does AIM stand for, who started it, and what have you done with it since then?
Okay, thank you, Brett. AIM stands for Automatic Investment Management. It's a contrary investing method developed by a wonderful gentleman named Robert Lucillo that is contrary in that you're always buying low and selling high, which is the opposite of what most investors are doing. Now, Mr. Lucillo wrote his book back in the 1970s, which was before the invention of long-term options or leaps that work very well with his AIM method. I have developed a way to use those leaps to make profits that are 4 and 5 times higher than you would make with AIM on just buying the stocks.
Right. So when I learned about this from you, when I lived there in San Antonio, it really made sense to me right away, because I saw that one of the benefits was that it was a scientific way to buy and trade, right? Because you only do it when it's profitable, whether the prices are too high or too low. And it was automatic because you calculate those prices ahead of time, and so there's no guesswork. You just
right. That's the important thing, is that it reduces probably the worst factor that costs investors a lot of money, and that is emotion. From now on, you're investing logically and not emotionally with the AIM investing method that automatically, like you said, tells you when to buy, when to sell, and most important, how much to buy or sell. So all of the guesswork is taken out, and you know exactly what to do, and you know when to do it ahead of time, and it won't take you much time to use the AIM investing method, which is another great factor. Now, about AIM, one of the things maybe new people would not know about it is that half of your money is always in cash with AIM. So not only are you making great profits, you're also building up an emergency fund in case something bad happens. And both the leap value and the cash value both continue to go up as you invest with AIM. And AIM is a long-term investing method, so you can do it the rest of your life. You can pass it on to your kids and grandkids, and it will still work for them.
That's right. And I'm really excited to have the long-term prospects and long-term benefits of AIM working with you guys. So thanks very much for that. So let's show people your third book here. And,
okay,
so
here is my third book. We made it letter size, so it would be much easier to read and to look at the spreadsheets. And we even used a little larger font to make it easier to read too. So it's by far the most beautiful book we've published. And I think it's got many new updated tips that will benefit all investors. Now, we did gear this book to investing in the FANGs. And FANGs is an acronym for Facebook, Apple, Alphabet, Netflix, Google, that are basically drive the market at times because they dominate the market. They're the high-tech market, and they work very well with AIM. there's the example I use in the book is Amazon, and you will see Amazon in 1 year grew from 300,000 to 600,000 in 2018, which was a flat year overall for the stock market. So I wanted to give rich investors a chance to use AIM, as well as less rich investors, which I covered in my second book, Here Are the Customer's Yachts, explaining how to use AIM with Dogs of the Dow stocks, which are just your basic Dow Jones Industrial Average 30 with the 10 that pay the highest dividend. And that worked very well, and it will work very well with FANGs too.
Yeah, great. Well, so let's tell people a little bit more about what is different with this book and what's inside it, and some special bonuses and
okay.
That we
Yes.
get from it. So
yeah, the beauty of the book here is that when you buy the book, you will also get a free 1 year subscription to my monthly newsletter. And we published an issue of the newsletter in the back of the book, so you can get an idea of just how amazing AIM is with 7 model portfolios. I also have articles on AIM every month to make you a smarter AIM investor, give you recommendations on what I like. And again, you're always welcome to call me if you have any questions or comments. I'm always glad to help. And, you know, I manage AIM portfolios for several people, and I try, you know, give them good advice. So if you want to learn AIM and you don't feel comfortable doing it on your own, I'll be glad to help you get started by managing your account.
Yep, great. So let me show everybody a peek inside the book, because what I really got out of this working with you, Chip, is going through the process step by step, really laying it out for people like nobody has. So I'll show people here. Here's a page from the book, shows some calculations right there, actual spreadsheets. And then the advantage of this large book is you actually give your entire spreadsheets here. Here's an example. We lay it all out there for people. And because it's full color, we have screenshots to actually show people how to do the trades with AIM. So here's an example. This is from the online brokerage account that you recommend. And so I think this is really unique in that we've laid out the exact process for people to follow step by step.
Right, and it's a very simple process. Many people maybe have never traded an option before, but it's just as simple basically as trading a stock. And it's just as liquid. Options can be bought and sold immediately, just like stocks. So that's another great advantage of this compared to real estate or gold or other ones. You have instant liquidity if you need to do something. Right. Plus, what I teach people, the important thing in this book, and I emphasize it over and over, is to always put in limit buys and sells once I have adjusted the spreadsheet and showed you what your next buy and sell price is. Because for AIM to work, every time you make a buy or sell, the next buy and sell will change. A good rule of thumb, if you buy, then your next buy will be lower and your next sell will be lower. If you sell, your next buy will be higher and your next sell will be higher. So it always follows that pattern. So it's very simple, and you really don't have that many trades. Maybe you'd have 1 or 2 a week at the most. So it's not going to tie you up. You don't need to be looking at your computer screen all day long like a day trader. So to me, it's the perfect method to make really good profits without spending a lot of time.
Yeah. So let's talk about one more thing, and then we'll tell people how they can get your book. Okay. But a lot of people probably like the idea of earning more profits over the long term with options and having an automatic way to do that, but they might be scared or hesitant to go into options. So So I know one thing we put new in this book is a list of major objections or concerns that people have with this method and your responses to them. But what can you say to people who think that going into options is too risky and too complicated?
Well, what is probably a true statement is that most options expire worthless. And that's the first panic that most people have. But what people need to realize is the options they're primarily talking about are the very short-term options, like 1 month. Now, a lot of people buy them, because other people who own large shares of stock will issue covered calls against that stock. And the people who buy a covered call are basically gamblers hoping the price is going to go crazy in a month. And that doesn't happen very often. But with what we're doing, it's much safer because we are buying long-term options. The definition of a leaps is an option that has more than 1 year before it expires, and it expires on the third Friday of a January. So the current leaps that we're using are the January 15th, 2021 leaps, which have roughly, a year and 5 months before they expire. Now, the biggest factor that can lower an option's price is time decay. As an option gets shorter, that more and more time decay because the option doesn't have as much time before it expires. Now, I get around that and can make your leaps perpetual if you want to keep owning leaps on the same stock by rolling them over every December when next year's leaps have been issued. So come December 2019, all of the January 2022 options will be available to buy. So we'll roll over the 21 into a 22, or if the person wants to get an entirely new stock, we'll take the money from the old stock and find a good strike price for the new stock. And now we've got 2 years before they expire. And then we keep repeating this every year. So time decay really never becomes a factor with leaps because they're so long term.
Right, and so you're getting into some nitty gritty here that you also cover in your book.
Yes, it's all explained very thoroughly in the book, and I'd like to emphasize, I think thanks to Brett, this is the most readable book for the newer investors who are not familiar with AIM, because Brett was a great editor and approached it from the viewpoint of, I'm a novice, so, is this clear to me? And by doing that, he helped me make the book, I think, much clearer and easier for new investors to understand. So thank you, Brett.
Well, you're welcome, Jeff. And I think feedback from other readers has been very positive too.
Yes, we've had several 5-star reviews on the new book. People really do like it. It's very popular. For a while, we were the #1 options book on Amazon. So, I think this time we've really done a good job, and I think this opens up AIM for many, many more people of all income levels and all investment sizes. So we've got something for everybody. I can help somebody with 5 million, and I can help somebody with 1,000 do AIM.
Great. Well, I really think this is a huge benefit, Jeff, for people who want to earn more profits over the long term. So let's show the book one more time. We'll give a link to everybody in the description below for how to find it on Amazon.
Okay. Yes. And, the book is available in both a Kindle and this printed version. To get it, go to our website for the book, which is bit.ly, bit.ly / capital A, capital I, capital M, the number 4, capital MILLIONS. So it's bit.ly / aim for millions. in that order. I believe you have to type it exactly like that, Brett, or it doesn't work if you type in small letters. I'm not sure.
That's right. You need the capitals.
So remember, just bit.ly, bit.ly, capital A, capital I, capital M, number 4, millions, capital M, and you'll get the book. And again, every buyer of the book gets the newsletter for free for a year. I think you find that a great value. That's $150 value right there. So the book is very reasonably priced for the time and effort and benefit it will give you. So we hope you will take a look and think about buying our book.
That's great. And one last thing I'll say, Jeff, is that we definitely recommend people get the paperback because it's large, full size.
Yes, we do. Yes.
And we set it up so that you get the Kindle book for free.
Right. If you buy the printed book, you'll get the Kindle book for free. So to me, that's a great deal.
Yep. All right, Jeff. Well, thanks very much. It's an honor and privilege to work with you. I'm really grateful that I've learned about the AIM with LEAPS system from you. And we'll sign off here. So thanks everyone for watching. And we look forward to hearing from you when you read the book, and ask Jeff for more help if you need it. All right?
Thanks, okay. Jeff. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate it.